Hello everyone, again I welcome you in our next segment, that is nutrition in plants. Student. Plants have the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So today we will read about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self, nutrition means nourishment. So it is the mode of the nutrition in which the plants make their own food with the help of a process in the presence of sunlight. That's why that particular process is known as photosynthesis. In the photosynthesis, student, what the plants do? First they absorb the sunlight, means the sunlight is absorbed by the leaves, and the leaves have the colorful pigment that is known as chlorophyll. So with the help of the chlorophyll, the light is trapped, and in this process what they do, they convert the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water into carbohydrate as glucose. Student, so what is the process from which the plants have their nutrition? That is photosynthesis. So what is the photosynthesis? It is the process in which the plants take carbon dioxide and water, and with this they also take the sunlight and convert those inorganic substances into glucose, and that process is known as photosynthesis. So plants have the autotrophic nutrition with the help of photosynthesis. Student. Now in this, if we speak about the chemical reaction, this is the biochemical reaction. What we call it? It is the biochemical reaction because this reaction or the reaction of the photosynthesis takes place in the cell of the plants. That's why it is biochemical reaction. So in this, the carbon dioxide is reacting with water, and what is it forming? It is forming glucose, and with this what they release in the environment or the surrounding, that is oxygen. Student. Now in this, what thing play an important role? That is sunlight, and other is chlorophyll. Now the food that is prepared by the plants as glucose, that food is utilized by the plant. Student, and the food that is not utilized, that food is converted into starch. Student, and that converted food in the form of starch is stored in the vacuoles of the cell of the plant. And for this, what the plant cell have, they have the special vacuoles, and those vacuoles have large size. That's why if we compare, then we can say that plants can store more food, but we can store less food in our cell. Why? Because we have the small size vacuoles and the plants have the large size vacuoles. Student. Now we come, in which form they store the food? They store the food in the form of starch. So it is most important question. They prepare the food as glucose, but they store the food in the form of starch. You learn it. And how do we test it that the plants store their food? We test it with the help of iodine test. So it is also in your syllabus. Student. With the help of iodine test, we can know the presence of the starch. Now we come on the events that takes place during the photosynthesis. First step that is taken by the plant is absorption of light energy. Light energy means solar energy. That solar energy is absorbed with the help of chlorophyll. For this, the chlorophyll also have one metal in it. Can you tell me the name of that metal? Yes, tell me. And that particular metal helps the plant to trap the light inside the chlorophyll. Yes, tell me. It is also important question. It is magnesium, student. Magnesium is found inside the chlorophyll, from which the light of the sun is trapped. Second event that is taken place during photosynthesis is splitting of water, and it is also in your syllabus. Like you have read about the electrolysis, means there is one chemical substance can be broken into two chemical substances with the help of electrolysis, with the help of electricity. But in this, what thing play an important role? That is sunlight. Sunlight breaks the water into hydrogen and oxygen, and that particular biochemical reaction is known as photolysis, student. So photolysis is the second event. What we call it? It is photolysis. And that photolysis reaction of water you can also write like this: H2O, H2 plus O2. So it is photolysis, student. 2H2O2, we balance it. Now we come on the conversion of light energy. It is the event in which the light energy that is absorbed by the chlorophyll, that light energy is converted into chemical energy, student. As you have read, law of conservation of energy. Energy is neither be created nor be destroyed, only it can be changed from one form to another form. So here, light energy is converting into chemical energy in the case of photosynthesis. Next is the reduction of carbon dioxide to glucose. Reduction reaction you have read, and in that oxidation and reduction difference I have also taught you about this example. In this, carbon dioxide reduction is taking place, from which it is turned into glucose, student. So it is about the photosynthesis and autotrophic mode of nutrition. Now we come on the next topic, that is nutrition in unicellular organism. And the unicellular organism that is in your syllabus, that is amoeba. So about the amoeba nutrition now we will read. So student, we will discuss about the nutrition in amoeba. As you know that amoeba is unicellular organism, means all the life process takes place by the single cell, and that single cell also have some finger-like projection around it, and those finger-like projection helps the amoeba to find the organic substances as food, and also helps it in getting the food or motion. Now we come, how does it obtains its food? heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And in the heterotrophic, which mode of nutrition it has? It has the same as human being, that is holozoic mode of nutrition, student. In the holozoic mode of nutrition, it takes its food with the help of one process, and that process is generally asked in the competitive exam or in your board exam. That process is known as phagocytosis. So what is the process from which amoeba obtain its food? It is phagocytosis. Now we come in the two different processes of the phagocytosis. Amoeba obtains its food with the help of endocytosis. Means it catches its food with the help of endocytosis. And it removes its waste with the help of exocytosis. So we can say that phagocytosis includes two important processes. First is endocytosis, from which the food enters inside the amoeba, and exocytosis, from which the food is removed from the body of the amoeba. Now we come on the steps of the nutrition that takes place. As I have told you, amoeba has the finger-like projections or the extensions around it. So with the help of it feels about the organic substances and starts its motion. And in this, there is its shape helps it because it has irregular shape. So with the help of that irregular shape, it causes motion and try to find out the organic food. When it moves towards the organic food, then it engulfs it, means it surrounds it, and that surrounded food is taken by its vacuole. So this process is known as ingestion, student. Now after the ingestion, digestion takes place. So digestion of the food inside the amoeba takes place in the vacuoles. That's why the vacuoles are known as the stomach of amoeba, in which that complex organic substance is converted into simpler organic substance with the help of digestive enzymes, and those digestive enzymes are secreted by the cytoplasm. And with the help of those enzymes, digestion takes place. Now, what are the enzymes, students? Yes, if you know, tell me. Enzymes are the biochemical substance. They are also known as catalysts. So the biochemical substances that work as catalysts to increase or decrease the speed of biochemical reactions are known as enzymes, student. So amoeba also digests its food with the help of enzyme. Now we come on the next step, that is absorption. Means the digested food is taken by the cytoplasm to perform the different function. Now that digested food is absorbed, and after the absorption, that food is utilized for the different purposes with the help of metabolism of the food. And in the process of the metabolism, some substances are made as waste. So those wastes are removed with the help of egestion, student, and that egestion is also known as exocytosis. So it is about the nutrition in amoeba and nutrition in plant. I hope that you have cleared these two topics. Thank you very much.